Hello everyone, I hope you are doing fine. In this video, we will be continuing the numericals for the fund flow statement. Okay, so let us just solve another problem, that is the problem number 2. We are given the balance sheets of ABC Limited for the year ended 22-23. Now, particulars. Before that, let us just mention it. Balance sheet of ABC Limited for year ended 2022 and 2. Okay. Now, particulars. And then 31st 12 2022, 31st 12 2022. Okay. We have assets. Assets में सबसे पहले cash, then accounts receivable, inventory, equipment, accumulated depreciation, making our total assets. And then we have the liabilities, that is accounts payable, bank loan, equity, common stock, retained earnings, making our total liabilities and equity. Now let us just fill in the values. For the year 2022, we have the cash of rupees 8,000, and for the year 2023, the cash is rupees 12,000. The accounts receivable for the 2022 is 22,000, and for the 23 is 28,000. Inventory for the year 2022 is 38,000, and inventory for the year 2023 is 33,000. Equipment for the year 2022 is 75,000, and equipment for the year 2023 is 85,000. Accumulated depreciation amounts to rupees 15,000. And here the accumulated depreciation amounts to rupees 20,000. Making our total assets as 1,28,000 for the year 2022 and 1,38,000 for the year 2023. Okay. Now accounts payable. 28,000 for the year 2022 and 23,000 for the year 2023. Bank loan is 18,000 for the year 2022 and 25,000 for the year 2023. We have the common equity of 45,000 for the year, sorry, common equity, that means the common stock. We have the common equity of 45,000 for the year 2022 and 45,000 for the year 2023. That means no change. Retained earnings. We have the retained earnings of 37,000 for the year 2022 and 45,000 for the year 2023. Making my total liabilities and equity as 1,28,000 and 1,35,000, hence matching the total assets column. Okay. Then the additional information is given to us. We are given the additional information. What is that additional information? The additional information is that the net profit for the year is 18,000. Net profit for the year is 18,000. Dividend paid is 10,000. Depreciation for the year is 5,000. Okay. Now let us just solve it step by step. Solution. Very first thing that we need to find out is the working capital. So the very first thing which we will be finding is the working capital. The working capital is the difference of the current assets to the current liabilities. Okay. Now, let us calculate the working capital. Particulars. This will be for the year 31/12/2022. This will be for the year 31/12/2023. And then we come the changes. Then comes the changes. So first of all is the current assets. Now, what are the current assets that we are having? We have the cash, accounts receivable, we have the accounts receivable. After that, we have the inventory, making my total current assets. Okay. Next up, current liabilities. For the total current liabilities, accounts payable, making my total current liabilities And hence we have our working capital, which is the difference of total current assets and total current assets. This is the format. Now let us just fill in the values. Cash. From the above, we can see that the cash is 8,000 and 12,000 for the year 2022 and 2023. So 8,000 and 12,000. 8,000 and 12,000. So changes are going to be the same, which is 4,000. 8,000 में से 12,000 हो गया, मतलब 4,000 से appreciated. Accounts receivable 22,000 and it went to 28,000. That means an increase of rupees 6,000. Talking about the inventory was 38,000 in the year 2022, which went on to 33,000 in the year 2023. That means it showed a decrease. These two are increased. Making my total current assets as 68,000 and 73,000 for the 2022 and 23, marking the total change of rupees 5,000. Favorable. Then comes the current liabilities, which is only the accounts payable. So we have the accounts payable of rupees 28,000 in the year 2022 and 23,000 in the year 2023. That means there has been a decrease 5,000, making my total current liabilities as 28,000 for the 2022 and 23,000 for the 2023, and decrease of 5,000 for the year over year. Hence, my working capital. That is the total of the current assets minus total of the current liabilities. 68,000 is my total current assets and 28,000 is my total current liabilities. And 68,000 minus 28,000 is 40,000. 73,000 minus 23,000 is 50,000. That means the working capital increased by 10,000 for the years. Okay. Then the second thing we'll talk about is the sources of the funds. Then we have what? Sources of the funds. Number one source is the issue of bank. Let us check the balance sheet. The balance sheet shows that for the year 2022 and 23, the bank loan was 18,000 and 23,000. That means the bank loan increased. The bank loan increased by 7,000. Then we have the net profit. The net profit also increased. because it is given that the net profit is 18,000. Then decrease in inventory. The inventory decreased by 5,000, and then last decrease in accounts payable. That is also 5,000. Accounts payable decreased by 5,000 and inventory increased, sorry, decreased by 5,000. Okay. Making my total sources of funds as rupees 35,000. Okay. Then is the uses of funds. Increase in accounts receivable. That is INR 6,000. Then purchase of equipments. That is INR 10,000. Then the dividend paid, which is rupees 10,000. These all things are given in the question. Increase in the accounts receivable. You can see the accounts receivable increased by 6,000. Purchase of the equipment. Equipment increased from 75,000 to the 85,000. That means there has been a 10,000 purchase. Then dividend paid. It is given that the dividend has been paid for rupees 10,000. So everything was given in the question. Making my total uses of funds as 26,000. Now net increase, with this I am able to calculate net increase slash decrease in working capital. Given that net increase in, you have to call it changes in working capital is equal to sources of funds minus uses of funds. Changes in working capital equals to 35,000 minus 26,000, that is equivalent to 9,000 increase. Okay. Now after that we'll make the fund flow statement. After that we'll make the fund flow statement. Fund flow statement of ABC Limited. Year ended 31/12/2023. There we will just talk the sources of funds and the uses of the funds. So firstly, sources of funds, or it should be firstly like this: particulars and amount. And for the very first particular, it will be sources of funds. First, we have issue of bank loan. Then we have net profit. Then we have decrease in inventory. Then we have decrease in accounts payable, marking my total sources. Issue of the bank loan, that is 7,000. Net profit is 18,000. Decrease of the inventory is 5,000. And decrease in the accounts payable is again 5,000. So total sources are rupees 35,000. Then next up is the uses of funds. Increase in accounts receivable, then purchase of equipment, then the dividend paid, marking the total uses. Increase in the accounts receivable is 6,000. Purchase of the equipment went it from 10,000. Dividend paid are also 10,000. This was given in the question, making my total uses as 26,000. Okay. So net increase in the working capital. It became 35,000 minus 26,000, that is 9,000 increase. And this is very much it. The problem number second has also been solved. I hope you have understood the video and you have understood how the fund flow statement works. Thank you so much.